Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Bitcoin appears to be breaking out. If Bitcoin can hold above 70,800, the next target, guys, becomes $85,000. This one courtesy of Ali Charts here on Twitter. And so this is Bitcoin now on the 4-hour chart. And Ali did notice that in the wee hours of the morning, Bitcoin did break out past this level, 71,400 per coin. And guys, it's looking like Bitcoin's trajectory is staying intact. I got Bitcoin here on the daily, but let's put it up here on the hourly. And you guys can see over the last few hours now, Bitcoin has moved up past that mark, making a new localized high up here of about $72,184 per coin. So Bitcoin now, guys, getting right back up very, very close to that former all-time high that we saw only about a couple of weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago, at about 73,700 per coin. So we're getting very, very close to that mark now, guys, and we're also approaching the halving. That is coming up very soon in about 9-10 days or so. The altcoin market is also looking very, very robust. You guys can see greed is now mounting again. We're now back at 76, so getting into the higher 70s at this point in time. Take a look at the crypto market. Bitcoin is up 4.12% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up 6.54%. We got BNB coin, that's up 1.71%. Solana, two guys, is up 1.5%, and XRP up 1.77%. The rest of the altcoin market is doing fairly well too. Dogecoin, one of the top performers in the top 10, up 5.27%. Cardano's doing okay too, 2.88%. And Toncoin, the top performer, at $5.89 right now in the top 10, trading up 8.53% in the last 24 hours. We got market cap, guys, that is now at $2.69 trillion. And you guys can see the volume is picking up because a lot more traders are interested in buying up cryptocurrencies. That's up almost 30%, 28.16%. Bitcoin dominance, though, still staying relatively stable here. We're still waiting for that Bitcoin dominance compared to XRP to really kind of move down. This is the XRP dominance chart here, and the other day I did bring up a couple of levels here. The bottom that we saw back in 2021 in March and January 2021 respectively, and we're dipping down in that level, so we could see an XRP price explosion at some point. I mean, I don't know how soon, but at some point I'm sure we'll see XRP move to the upside. We did see a bit of an uptick for XRP in the last 24 hours, commensurate to what Bitcoin was doing. So XRP is also up right now. Take a look at that. XRP is up about 2.6, 2.7%, just over the wee hours of the morning. So I'm hoping the Bitcoin trajectory does continue. I think, though, guys, once we do pass this all-time high, and we set some new records, that is going to be huge. Don't know if that's going to happen pre-halving or post-halving, though. If you have an idea, put it down in the comments section what your predictions are. I don't know. I'm feeling, though, like the excitement is coming back into crypto. Remember, though, what happens after the halving. This one courtesy of Mags here. Ever wonder what Bitcoin did on the halving day? So he's pinpointing the actual day. In 2012, Bitcoin moved sideways on the halving day and then pumped from $12 to $1,166 after the halving. That's a 9,500% increase in just 380 days. So just over a year, it pumped 9,500% in 2012. In 2016, Bitcoin also moved sideways on the halving day and then dropped by about 30%, 29% a few days after the halving, followed by a quick recovery. The price surged at that point from $470 to $19,600, marking a 4,100% increase in just 500 days. And then in 2020, Bitcoin took a minor 17% dip just a few days before the halving, followed by a few months of sideways price action. So, you know, we are to expect something probably along these lines. I doubt, unfortunately, that we're going to see the price mimicking what had happened back in 2012 and 2016, but we're probably going to get something more similar, a little bit more of a conservative halving. In 2020, Bitcoin took a minor dip, 17%. Just a few days before the halving, followed by a few months of sideways price action. Price pumped at that point from $8,700 to $69,000 in just 547 days. And in 2024, Bitcoin is only 2 weeks away from the halving. But guys, this time it's different. We've already broken out past the all-time high. So I don't know. Some are suggesting that the price is baked in already, but some are saying that, this could outperform previous halvings. Bitcoin is only 2 weeks away from the halving. This is the first time that price has hit a new all-time high before the halving and is currently consolidating near that all-time high with one of the highest monthly closes ever. Whether we see sideways price action or a slight correction, one thing is certain: Bitcoin will likely trade much higher in the coming months. than its current level. Dips are for buying. Do not get shaken out. So this one courtesy of Mags here on Twitter. And I got to say, I'm feeling the excitement. I'm feeling, the greed. I feel like this is, a lot more exciting. Maybe it's because I've trained myself than, seeing those new all-time high prices. At that point, I get a little concerned. I get a little worried. I think to myself, got to stick to the plan. Make sure I do not squander this opportunity. And if you guys want to see how I've changed my plan around, you can follow my trading journey. I'm just opening it up. I'm keeping it completely transparent. The $10,000 plus portfolio is now up to almost $14,000 that I've onboarded for this Patreon specifically. So if you guys want to follow me, it's patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Some alternative cryptocurrencies in there that you probably wouldn't think of. So $5 a month, if that's something you guys are interested in. And I mean, I did this because last time I feel like I did not sell out enough of my crypto. I was expecting these higher targets and they just didn't hit. So, I did sell out of some. I wish I had cashed out of more. So if you want to see how I'm changing things up, guys, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. This controversy too is still going on from Crypto Eddie. XRP cannot be a stablecoin. Impossible. Don't believe me? Look at Ripple's Jazzy Cooper, senior DeFi product manager, who confirmed XRP is not a stablecoin. Why do you keep entertaining people with the comments made by those who obviously are incorrect? Now, she was retweeting out Digital Perspectives tweet here. Oh boy. Just wait until Ben finds out that former Governor Mark Carney of the Bank of England said the same thing to the G30 the World Bank said about XRP being a stablecoin. Now, I see his point here. Why would the World Bank, okay, this is a document, an official document, an official PDF from the World Bank from November of 2021. Why the heck in this paper would they say stable coins for cross-border payments? And why then would they say two digital currencies that fall into this category are RippleNet's native digital currency XRP and Stellar's native cryptocurrency XLM? Why would they say that? Why would they consider these two coins stable coins when, and I'm still scratching my head about this too. Do they know something we don't know? On the surface, it sounds like Santosumo Saba is correct here. But, when we're looking at it, when we're seeing, these prominent organizations calling XRP and XLM, by the way, not just XRP, but XLM as well, a stablecoin, it's got to make you wonder. Well, this is what BitBoy Ben had to say about it. Listen to this.
A representative from the World Bank has now said that they are classifying XRP as a stablecoin. Now, that classification doesn't mean that it's going to constantly sit at the same value. What they're actually saying here is that they want banks and countries to use XRP in the same way that retail uses USDT or USDC. What does that mean? They're planning it to be a bridge currency between CBDCs. So on the national and international level, what does that mean? That means every bank in the world pretty much would have to hold XRP. And that's what we're thinking is probably going to happen.
So that bridge currency between CBDCs, of course, we recently did get the news that Ripple is launching a stablecoin, which I guess could be considered similar to a CBDC. Ashley Prosper here posting this. I think ChatGPT might be onto something here. Tell me how a Ripple stablecoin backed one-to-one by the US dollar, backed by gold, incorporates XRP on the XRP ledger. So taking it a step further here. ChatGPT did say, okay, creating a stablecoin on the XRP ledger that is backed one-to-one by the US dollar and further backed by gold would involve a multi-step process. There's a hypothetical outline of how this could be achieved by integrating XRP into the new system. First of all, establishing a trust. A trust or a consortium of trusted entities would need to be formed to manage the stablecoin. This would be responsible for issuing and redeeming the stablecoin and ensuring that it remains fully backed by both USD and gold reserves. Then there's number 2, creation of the stablecoin. The trust would mint the stablecoin tokens on the XRP ledger. Each stablecoin would represent a claim on the underlying asset, which includes both USD reserves and gold holdings. So guys, maybe this is how we could get something backed by gold and USD, a basket of backed assets perhaps. Collateralization with XRP, okay? XRP could be utilized as collateral to enhance the stability and liquidity of the stablecoin. So listen to this, they could in fact utilize their XRP holdings to back their stablecoin's stability. This would involve users locking up XRP as collateral to mint stablecoins, similar to how some decentralized finance platforms operate. Then there's smart contracts and oracles, okay? Smart contracts on the XRP ledger could be employed to automate various processes such as minting and redeeming stablecoins, as well as managing the collateralization of XRP. Oracles could be used to provide real-time data on the price of gold and USD, ensuring transparency and accuracy in maintaining the stablecoin's peg. How about integration and decentralized exchanges? So the idea there, the stablecoin could be listed on a decentralized exchange built on the XRP ledger, allowing users to trade it against other cryptocurrencies, including XRP. Liquidity providers could also offer trading pairs between the stablecoin and XRP, facilitating easy conversion between the two assets. Then we've got regulatory compliance, right? Given the stablecoin's pegged to the US dollar and its backing by gold, regulatory compliance would be crucial. The trust would need to ensure compliance with relevant financial regulation, including anti-money laundering and know your customer requirements, auditing and transparency. Of course, it does always have to be transparent, especially if Ripple's running it. Regular audits would be necessary to verify the reserves backing the stablecoin, transparency regarding the gold holdings, USD reserves, and XRP collateralization would help build trust among users and investors. So by incorporating XRP into the stablecoin system of the XRP ledger, the stability, liquidity, and utility of both XRP and the stablecoin can be enhanced. So this is, this is just coming from AI, artificial intelligence, but an interesting concept to ponder for sure. But I think it's more about the bridge. I think it's more about enhancing the entire ecosystem. And if it is native to the XRP ledger, well, that could mean that more people will choose to use that particular stablecoin over something else, and therefore that will in fact drive more value to XRP. So it continues down here by saying, additionally, it would provide a bridge between traditional assets like gold and fiat currencies and the world of assets, fostering greater interoperability and efficiency in the financial system. So some things here, take it for what it's worth. Some things here, though, worth considering. Wanted to thank Ashley for posting that. We do know, though, that by the end of 2024, guys, this is a target date for so many things. Liquidity in the market. Smoke also bringing this to our attention. By the end of 2024, 50% of all banks, U.S. banks in particular, and credit unions will be up and running with FedNow. So let's not forget that. Remember, FedNow, their service continues to gain traction and remains a leading priority for banks and credit unions. It states, if their plans come to fruition by the end of 2024, 50% of banks and credit unions will be up and running with RTP, real-time payments. Roughly half of the financial institutions plan to offer real-time payments through the FedNow service. There's some other articles here with regards to this. With FedNow's official launch, 2023 was a big year for real-time payments. Don't expect things to slow down in 2024. At least one of the major retailers is going to put FedNow and RTP to the test. Also, there is this, okay? For FedNow, we think the success rollout of FedNow is an instant payment vehicle for banks and their customers and is a top priority for the Fed. We suspect that as FedNow broadens its reach and features in 2024, the Fed and others will continue to research the merits of a central bank digital currency, a process we will follow closely. So a CBDC likely to follow in these, follow in the trail of the FedNow and the integration. Of course, the liquidity in the market is going to bring more XRP utility. Hopefully, maybe Coinbase kind of spilled the beans on that, seeing more utility in 2024. Even Brad Garlinghouse was saying, we're likely to see more utility in 2024. So I am curious to see what Brad Garlinghouse has to say at Paris Blockchain Week. This one courtesy of Michael Branch. With Ripple being a prominent player in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space, Garlinghouse's insights are eagerly awaited by industry participants, investors, and enthusiasts alike. And so Ripple, the ex-dev team did post this. The Paris Blockchain Week kicks off next week and marks one of Europe's biggest blockchain events for users, developers, and leaders. And apparently Brad Garlinghouse is also going to be making an appearance. Paris Blockchain Week brings Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse to the main stage for a fireside chat with the XRP Commons president David Berishi, I don't know how to pronounce that. Don't miss a discussion packed with insights on the future of finance and how Ripple and the XRPL together can deliver probably a lot of great things here. I'm going to just click on this to see how that ends. How it can deliver real-world utility, yeah. They also talk about exploring mass adoption here, showcasing innovation, networking opportunities, so on and so forth. So I think for sure people are probably going to be waiting. This is coming out tomorrow, April the 9th. Brad Garlinghouse going to be at Paris Blockchain Week. So wanted to thank the Ripple X team, of course, and Michael Branch just for posting that. Now, what we're waiting for is Liftoff. We're looking at patterns. We're taking a look closely at the market and what the big players are saying, okay, what the people directly involved in cryptocurrencies are saying about the market. This is what we're analyzing. Throughout the bull run, we're really trying to figure out, okay, where's the top of the market going to be? How can I maximize profits? These are all things, guys, again, that I'm going to be talking about in more detail as the months go on at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. As the market starts to heat up, we are seeing Bitcoin explode, we are seeing altcoins explode, and eventually we're going to have to pull the trigger, and it could happen in the blink of an eye. So back to Lude XRP FLR's tweet here. Is this still possible before liftoff? I mean, look at this chart from 2016 to 2017. Look how similar the fractal pattern is to 2024. A lot of similarities here on the chart. Not only that, guys, Brad Garlinghouse's prediction, and he's very, very careful when he makes these. He did say he predicts the crypto market will double in size to $5 trillion by the end of 2024. Now note, the end of 2024, that is not even going to be the end of the bull run, okay? But he's suggesting that we could actually double by the end of 2024. That's only a few months away. So what does that mean exactly? The CEO of blockchain startup Ripple sees a combined market capitalization of the cryptocurrency market topping $5 trillion this year and this year alone. And so we are in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 8 months away for the market cap to double. So I mean, theoretically, 8 months away for XRP to go from 60 cents to $1.20. I mean, if we were to just kind of take all things as even, I mean, I know that's not how it works technically, but okay, let's just say $1.20. Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse told CNBC that he expects the entire value of the crypto market to double, citing macro factors, including the arrival of the first US spot Bitcoin ETF. Obviously, we know the halving's also coming up. Here's a quote, guys. I've been around this industry for a long time, and I've seen these trends come and go. I'm very optimistic. I think macro trends, the bigger picture, things like ETFs, are driving for the first time real institutional money. You're seeing that drives demand, and at the same time, demand is increasing, supply is decreasing. Garlinghouse says that doesn't take an economics major to tell you what happens when supply contracts and demand expands. So basically, what Brad Garlinghouse is saying, supply and demand fundamentals do kick in here. It says down here, the first US spot Bitcoin ETF was approved in January. As we know, the Bitcoin halving is a technical event, as we know. And so the last halving took place in 2020. Here's another quote from Brad. The overall market cap of the crypto industry is easily predicted to double. Easily, he says, easily predicted to double by the end of the year. So he's being conservative here as it's impacted by all of these macro factors. So guys, what does this mean? Let's take a look at the total crypto market. And you can even see on the 1 hour, it is popping. Of course, Bitcoin is popping. The rest of the altcoin market is popping. What I wanted to do, guys, was take a look at what happened after the last halving, because there was a lot of excitement in 2020 into 2021. Of course, that's what brought the crypto market up to a new all-time high. That's what got Bitcoin up to $69,000. And if Brad Garlinghouse says that we're going to see the market double, okay, and he says it conservatively, double in the next 9 months, I kind of wanted to gauge this based on what we saw after the last halving. So again, this is just an exercise. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but sometimes it's interesting just to see what the market did under these circumstances the last time and how that could affect us moving forward. So from the last halving, and I mean, again, these are conservative numbers. I'm going to take it up to here roughly. Okay, this is, let's call it somewhere in here. Okay, 195, let's call it 200% roughly, okay? And this is actually less time, okay? It went up 200% from the halving to the end of the year, and the halving is only about a month difference from this year's halving. So all things considered, 200%, guys. And then from there, what happened? Well, we saw the market go up another 300%. So 200% to begin with, and then another 300%. And Brad Garlinghouse did say that he was being conservative. So I'm going to throw this now on the weekly, and I'm going to take it off auto here. So the halving's coming up very, very soon. And, let's even call this, I don't know, 150%, because again, he was being very, very conservative. Let's say from the halving to the end of the year, okay, that's 2024. But then in that next leg of the bull cycle, guys, the exponential pop off top, let's say we get another, I don't know, 265%, 260, let's make it to a market cap of roughly $25 trillion, okay? So these numbers are fairly conservative compared to the last halving. And guys, we got to remember these numbers should in fact be larger because of the institutional demand, but I'm actually making them smaller than the last bull run. So 150% versus 200 and 276% versus 300. That would in fact bring us up to a total of about 853%, okay, from where we are today. So all things considered, I mean, I know this isn't necessarily how the market rolls, but if we are to assume that Brad Garlinghouse's prediction is correct, and we are to assume that by the end of the bull run, we're going to see another 860% to the upside. Let's bring up the XRP chart here, guys. Let's see where we can get here, roughly somewhere in and around there. Where does that take us? Well, getting really, really close to this Fibonacci here. The 3.618, that would bring us very, very close, guys. Very, very close to $5.89 by the end of this bull run, of course, surpassing last year's all-time high. And this is what Brad Garlinghouse is saying. I mean, all things considered, I'm keeping the math very, very simple here. I don't know. Do you think we're going to get that high? Do you think we're going to get higher? Again, remember, these numbers are conservative numbers compared to what actually happened in the last bull run. Let's just do this for fun. The last bull run from the halving all the way to the top was about 1,100%. Let's put that on the XRP chart. 1,100% from the bottom all the way to the top here, guys. Wow, look at that, pinpointing the 4.236. I don't know, does Brad Garlinghouse know something? He's the one saying conservatively by the end of the year, we could see the market cap double. And based on previous measurements and previous bull runs, these are the prices, these are the numbers. I don't know, it's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.